What's going on YouTube, man? So in today's video, I'm gonna pretty much cover some questions that I got through email. I've been pretty busy, right? So right now we're closing out the semester, the spring semester of 2022. So pretty much I just been studying all day, every day. So we got finals next week, and then we're gonna close out the semester, and then I got a little break, and then I go straight into the summer semester. If you don't know, pretty much this channel is pretty much about my military experience and my journey through STA-21. So STA-21 is Seaman to Admiral program. And it's pretty much for the 21st century sailor. That's what the 21 is for. And it's pretty much just going through, okay, you got selected for this program, great. Now you got to go through college. And a lot of people didn't really expound on their processes on how they got to where they got to. So I decided to make a channel for that. So without further ado, let's get to the video. First question is pretty much asking about the timeline between when you get accepted to the program and when you leave for Rhode Island. Okay, so when you get accepted for the program, you're not going to leave like that day, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a little while, and it's usually at least like a month and a half before you actually leave to Rhode Island. So when we got selected, it was like we found out like November or something like that, and then like we had to wait until January. But at the same time, it was like during COVID too, so even those dates got pushed back a little bit. So pretty much what I'm saying is be flexible. It's not like an immediate, but it could be. Depending on what's going on in the world, how's money situated and stuff like that. So what we got was, here goes the results. You have to wait a few weeks. Okay, cool. Go to medical, get your medical situated, get everybody signed off, start checking out. You got to start your checkout process in the command that you're currently at. Hopefully they're flexible with you, because my command was pretty much like, man, shoot, you already got selected, so go ahead and handle your business. So every day I come into work, I check in, and then I say, hey, I got to go here, I got to go there, I got to get this signed off. And they just pretty much just let me go do it. And so then after that, when I got to Rhode Island, it was like a good little bit, right? And so it was two methods that you could get to Rhode Island. Either you fly or you drive. I always recommend that you drive, just so that you can have as much stuff as you possibly could carry. So that timeline, it wasn't really that long. I'd say probably about a month and a half. Just plan for a month and a half. But obviously your orders is going to tell you when you need to get there. So just pay attention to your order. All right, so the next question was pretty much pertaining to active duty. When does your active duty time stop? So like if you didn't know, like our time stops for retirement, not pay-wise. Like we still get paid throughout our whole college experience, but our active duty time is like your retirement time stops, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna break it down. So right now, I have about 9, almost 10 years, and I'm talking about in days, you know what I'm saying? Like it's broken down to like a day of time in the military service between while I was active duty. But once I got accepted to STA-21 and checked into my command here at the school, your retirement time literally stops right there and freezes. And then you have to go through school for 3 years, and then your retirement counter will start back again. So like essentially I'll be in the Navy 13 years when I graduate, but for retirement, I got closer to 10 years. And then I had to do another 10 so I could retire as an officer through this program. And that's just how that works. Hopefully that made sense. Okay, so these next couple questions are pretty easy for me to answer, because you know what I'm saying, I pretty much talked about this a lot. Now the question is, how many times did I take the ACT or SAT? So I took the ACT twice. I took the SAT 6 times. You heard that right. I took the ACT twice. I took the SAT 6 times. And I was paying out of pocket each one of those times. Like the military, I think they give you like a free one. You know what I'm saying? Like you get 1 free SAT, then you go and take that. But after that, then you have to pay for it. And don't quote me on that. If you go to Fleet and Family and they could go ahead and get you a SAT for free, take those free SATs and keep taking them. So how did I study for my SAT? I went to Sylvan Learning Center. A lot of people know my background. If you don't know my background, I never really had a strong background in math. So my math score was holding me back, but my actual reading score was always good. So I had to go to Sylvan Learning Center, you know what I'm saying, pay for tutors. I paid out of pocket for tutors. And then once I paid the tutors for that SAT prep for math, that's when I passed my math section. And then, you know what I'm saying, obviously my packet was like ready to go for STA-21. So that rounds back into his last question, was pretty much asking what study material did I use. We used the SAT prep, and then I had like professional tutors help me through those SAT prep books. And literally we just studied math, and it was just algebra. You know what I'm saying, like the quadratic formula, knowing how to factor, knowing how to break down different fractions, add and subtract fractions, stuff like that. If you've been out of school a while, I suggest you go ahead and get a tutor for that, because when you jump into Cal 1, Cal 2, Cal 3, those are based off of algebra. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to have good algebra, and then you will start to learn your calculus. As always, YouTube, man, I appreciate the questions, man. Keep the questions coming. Hopefully these videos are helping somebody, and I'll catch you guys next video. Peace.